Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to play a game. I like clay games. I like root, uh, root, rotwood. I had to think about it for a second. I'm not great at that game, as you all saw. Um, I like Don't Starve Together. I like Oxygen Not Included. And then there is Griftlands. Griftlands is like a card story-based game where every person you play has a story to tell, and the decisions you make will help you decide whether or not you're a good guy, a bad guy, a mixed person, right? Like it's really, really fun. You can see that I've played some here. There are three characters. There is Sal, there's Rook, and there is Smith. I've played the least of Smith, so maybe that's what we'll do today. We'll play a game of Smith. But all of these characters are, their world is intertwined, and sometimes they pop up in each other's stories. So it's kind of cool when you do that. Um, Sal is, I wouldn't say it's the easier one. I have um, gotten at least one of the endings with Sal. I don't think I've ever gotten the games with Rook and Smith. So let's do a game of Smith today. You do have some options, right? Like you're negotiating. The cards that you have in your deck will do different things, right? So these red cards are aggression cards. These diplomacy cards usually help you in some way. And then these pinkish, purplish cards are usually some way to help defend against yourself. And so you have a starting deck you all start with. You can then select based off of what you've unlocked. You can then select perks because there are pets, there are different things of battle. And so there's a lot of variability in this game. And depending on, how much you play, you can start easier or harder as you so fit. You then have also different outfits that you can unlock as part of hitting certain achievements will change his outfit. That works out fine. He's the gambler now, which is not unlike his storyline. And then you have prestige. So there's lots of stuff that goes on to this game, which is really cool. Um, and it's kind of
When your wealthy parents tried to foot you with the bill of their ambitions, you left the check with your siblings and hit the road. Actions speak louder than words. So while you gambled and drank your way through every dive bar this side of the sea, your parents cleaned up after you, eager to keep the family name out of legends. Meanwhile, your siblings flourished. Theroux, the baby, grew out of diapers and into the Merchant's Guild, keeping his skin whole. Mullafi, your twin sister, sharpened her teeth at the Admiralty, swimming up the ranks like a sharp-toothed eel. And Vixmali, the eldest, became a Hessian cardinal. Guess those family ties paid off. So at least when your parents finally died, they had three other broodlings to be proud of. But when you came home to claim your inheritance, it turns out that your parents weren't the only ones to feel resentful.
we're not exactly the best of our times. This isn't the first time you wake up in a gutter, but it is the first time it hurts so bad. You knew you weren't the family favorite, but to be kicked out of your own parents' funeral. Go over what happened, draft a negotiation card, check yourself for bruises, draft a combat card. I tend to like the negotiations. You talked your way out of retribution before, but your baby brother talked twisters around you. All right. So, and then usually you can upgrade these cards as you go away, as you continue. You can always just gain money instead, shills or money. Right now we have 75 shills we start with. Metal is experience that is for permanent upgrades. You need quite a bit of it. This is our resolve. In other words, this is how much we have to negotiate with in the interactions. And then this is our health, which all of these things can be upgraded or not. Over here, this is we'll keep track of because your decisions affect other people. So who likes you, who dislikes you, who hates you, and yeah, who died because of you? Because if you kill somebody, they might have a friend that now resents you because you killed them. 12 cards in the 12 cards in the 12 negotiation cards and 9 battle cards. We want things that help us with pets because we have a pet perk um, already assigned to us. This this one's nice because a lot of times you have to train your pet. This one comes automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. We add more health and we add more resolve. So that's why our numbers are a little higher than normal if you've ever seen this game played. Scapegoat. Force all friendly arguments to target a specific opponent argument. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Equip whenever your core argument is attacked, deal 3 damage to a random target. Don't necessarily like that. Um, expend is a secondary ability. That means that we'll remove the card for the rest of that negotiation. So I use it once when I use it. And then unyielding, if this card destroys an argument, gain 1 action and return it to your hand, which is kind of nice. But it is only a strength of 2, so it's only going to hit for 2, but it will only cost me 1 action. So between I'm going to do scapegoat because again I like negotiation cards. At least might be a good idea to plate your tongue with silver at least. Uh, Before you enter by the front entrance, you're elbowing your way through the crowd. This time though, you head around the back. Hold it right there, Grifter. The captain has given me license to beat you down if you need it. If you knew who I am, you know I ain't no grifter. This is my house. Not anymore. Besides, I have been stationed here for 5 years, and this is the first time I've seen you. I had better things to do than let my glands harden around this dump, didn't I? Kardeshi politics are never kind, but to be disowned by your own brood, that must sting. I'd take time and self-reflection to notice where It'd take time and self-reflection to notice where your feelings are at, and you'd rather avoid it altogether. You notice a box just inside the estate's gate. A glint of precious metals catch your eye. Looks like some of the heirlooms from your parents' vacation home. Demand the heirlooms or leave. I'm going to demand the heirlooms. You expect me to walk away empty-handed? My parents are dead, and I've got brood rights. Rights to the box, for instance. Cobb glances over his shoulder in surprise. Seems the box was overlooked. No one cares about your damn rights. I'm doing you a favor by turning you away like this. So I can negotiate and threaten Cobb. Cobb will dislike me. I can beat up Cobb. No escape. You cannot run if once this fight starts. Cobb will dislike me that way. Or I can back down. I think I'm going to threaten him because, like, I want what I want at this point. I've tussled with switches before, only they were cozied up in the suburbs and they knew how to throw a punch. Okay, get some intimidation cards. So our core arguments, this is what we start with resolve. So our resolve started at 38, his resolve starts at 23. We need to get this down to 0 in order to help. Now, This argument will dissolve and damage our core by force. So we do want some defense here if we can, if our cards allow it, but we don't know what this intent does. So we're going to have to guess. We have a bully, which will hit him for 1 or 2 randomly. We're going to apply a composure that will take, so we'll apply it. That will now, even though we're going to receive 4 damage, 3 of those damage is going to get absorbed by this resolve. So we'll only take 1 hit now. At the end of your turn, 2 incept, which is this effect, is added to the opponent's argument. To intimidate, hostility cards deal an additional damage. Remove 1 stack when you play a non-hostility card. And then unplayable, this cannot be played. So I can't play that card. That's just in my hand and will happen. Gain 2 renown, draw a card. Renown, when destroyed, deal 1 damage to your core argument per stack of renown. At the end of your turn, this deals 1 damage for every 2 stacks to a random opponent. At the start of your turn, renown is reduced by 1. So, this will allow me to draw cards, but I don't have a ton of actions left. I just have 2 actions, right? So I guess we will do one of these. So that does some damage to him automatically and gave me another card. We're just going to do bully. And that's all our turn is. So we end the turn there. And see that that 1 card automatically put some intimidation to him. Now, we have some renown. And because of that, the number, as you can see, changes at the top. So we could do more renown. His negotiation interrogate and targets an opponent argument each turn for 2 to 4 damage. Okay, so that's not good. And they planted some evidence, which will do 2 to 4 damage against me if I allow this to happen. Nepotism. Insert self-promotion or clout into your hand. So self-promotion will gain influence at the end of your turn, and I'll lose influence when I expend it. And then clout, play this card twice. So I'll hit them for 1 twice. And both of those are free cards. So it's not terrible. I've got a lot of this brag, though. Maximum damage of this card by 2. Let's go ahead and... Oh, and you see what happened? I hit it something that was only 3 for 5, and the leftover damage then went to his core, which was kind of nice. What does this do? Increases additional damage by 1. I think we just hit him. So now he doesn't have any defense. We don't have really any defense either. So let's put some defense on us. And unfortunately, that's our turn. Frisk. At the start of Cobb's turn, steal 10 shillings from Smith and remove 1 frisk. Oh, I don't like that. We're going to try to get rid of that. And then we have 2 intimidate, so that's going to tap it automatically. Force all friendly. So this is the scapegoat card that I picked. Force all friendly arguments. So notice this plant evidence back here has some damage against it from these arguments. I want to try to defend that a little bit because at the end of 3 that blows up and does damage to me, so I don't really like that. No. And you can see I can't play the scapegoat on myself. It turns red. But I can play it here. I am not doing any damage, so... Oh, yay! I got rid of the shills, so he didn't steal any money from me. Ooh, but that hurt. That planted evidence did hurt. Ooh, look at the bully on that. That's because of the intimidate, because there's 4 stacks of it. So I kind of like that. Whew. But it's going to go down once I do any of these other things. Yep, see it. It knocked a tick down because I used a non-red card. Gain 2 renown. Or I can gain 1 renown and hit him. Okay. That was at 4 at the start. Now it's at 2 because I played some non-red cards. Now, I think I'm just going to knock him out. And then all of his things go away. I don't have to worry about it. Cobb dislikes me. Well, great. Pick a negotiation card. Apply composure to all friendly arguments equal to the damage dealt by this card. That's nice. So if you have a lot of friendly arguments, that could give them defense automatically and you don't have to worry about it. Spend 2 renown and apply 5 composure. That's kind of nice too. Apply 3 composure, renowned 3. So I get 3 renowned. Apply 3 bonus composure. That's nice too. I'm gonna take the double entendre though. And then later on, there will actually be ways to thin your deck and get rid of cards that are not as great so that you can get to the great cards faster. You want some? You want to see what your blood looks like here on the nice flagstone? I tell you from experience, that stuff is a pain to get out. Maybe you are that intimidating, or maybe he doesn't want to risk a riot. Fine. But if the Ben Quads notice anything missing, they'll learn you're a thief as well as a disgrace. You rummage through the box, most of it's forgettable, but there is one heirloom you'd like to keep. So I can get 100 money, chills. Training manual upgrade a battle card. Ooh, that's really, really nice. Or I can add a battle graft slot. So as you can see up here in the corner, we have these slots because we are all sort of modified. Let's put it that way. So this would let me add a 4th slot to my negotiations so I could actually have 4 graphs. And then I would have 3 negotiation slots. I really want, I think, the training manual though, because sometimes I don't fill up all of these slots. Sometimes I don't get far enough to fill up all the slots. So I want stuff that's going to help me now. So now I can look at all of my battle cards and I can then upgrade a card. And that'll make it a little more oomphy in some way, shape, or form. So take 2 damage, take 2 damage twice. Okay. So this makes it's interesting because this says take 3 damage, but this says take 2 damage twice. So I'm going for 4. I don't know that that's better. Take 3 damage, so I still have the same, but apply 2 trauma. Whenever owner is attacked, increase trauma by 1. At 10 stacks, owner gains traumatized and loses trauma. I don't. What about these smaller cards? So I can make it hit really, really hard, but it will leave the battle when I do it. Or I can keep the damage the same and add deal 6 bonus damage if you have 6 or more empty bottle cards in your deck. Ooh, I don't like that either because the empty bottle cards, even though they say draw a card and expend, right? That's gonna gunk up my deck. I'm not thrilled about that. What about these defense ones? Alleviate, apply 3 defense. Alleviate, recover health up to the amount that you have lost this turn. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. And then adrenal, gain 2 adrenaline. Attack damage is increased by 1 at the end of your turn. Remove all adrenaline. I think I'm going to do this one. And I only got to do one, so that's it. Take what's yours, or at least the only thing that you're allowed to. Now leave. Okay, so now I can ask him some questions. This isn't your funeral, but if you want it to be, I suppose I can't stop you from sticking around. Ask about the funeral. What's with all the peasants, huh? No way they're here to give a damn about this rotted family. They're pilgrims, or so they claim. The cult has allowed them access. That's all I need to know. Pilgrims for what? Why, for you, of course. The prodigal son returned. You got a lot of sass for someone at the top of my shuck list. This is all some big scam, ain't it? Tell me how they died if I don't get to see the bodies. You aren't alone there. No one has. Aha, something fishy after all, eh? Something fishy and large, more like it. Not sure how you made it all the way here without hearing the news, but I shan't spoil it for you. You'll have to find someone else to share the grisly details of their demise. You hear that? That's the sound of a plot thickening. The plot, or perhaps just the blood in your brain. Ask about my siblings. Still don't make sense. Why'd Mulphy even tell me about the funeral if I wasn't going to be allowed in, huh? A mystery you'll have to uncover for yourself. There's no love for you here, I'll tell you that much. I didn't ask you. Actually, you did. He's right, you did ask. All right, attempt to leave with dignity. Fine, I don't need this dump. I've traveled the world. See you on the flipper side, chump. Leave. All right, and now we get to see the city. These little dots that will pop up are actually places that I can do quests or encounter a quest. And so it doesn't look like I can go anywhere else yet because there's no dots on the map. So that's where I go. The Hideaway isn't your first choice of a bar, but it's the only one that doesn't have a bouncer at the door keeping pilgrims away. Inside, the air is humid and heavy, the way most uh, Pradeshi like it. You take a deep breath to coat your lungs for the first time you actually feel at home. It takes a moment for you to notice the jarkle, a thick pelted species usually kept under the heel of the Havarian power dynamics. Jarkle barkeep, hair slick with the heat. Hi barkeep, whatever you got that's on the house. I'm in mourning. On the house, you got another thing coming if you think. Smith? Got it in one, do I? The nervous twitching of the jackal's nose becomes Jarkel's nose, brings back fond memories of your school days. Sweet Morif, your old fluff. How you been doing, buddy? Boy, it is good to see a friendly face. I've had a hell of a week. Yeah? Well, you and me both, I guess. Is there something you want, or are you just here to ask for free swill? Because you're extra sensitive, you notice that Sweet Morphs is looking a little limp. Offer to help your old friend? Life's got you down, time to hit the bar, or ask about. Let's offer to help my old friend. Yeah, well, whatever you're doing, count me in. We're friends after all. We are? Old buds like you and me, we gotta stick together. We do? What can I help with, huh? Just say the word, and your old pal Smith will knock some heads for you. Assuming this ain't a trick, I got a lead on something that might help. I just didn't have the muscle to see it done. Hey, I got enough to spare. Leave it to me. Sure, Smith, whatever you say. Now he gets me two offers. So this is render under Hesh. The difficulty is 1 star. It's battle and negotiation, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of both. Sweet Morph needs you to get one of two rival fifth collectors off his back. If I win the battle and negotiation, I'll get 30 health or 15 resolve restored. I'll get 100 shells and I'll get 1 medal. Or I can do just a pure negotiation that's 1 star. Sweet Moref needs you to convince Kinja to sponsor his bar. I'll get to remove a card, which is kind of nice. Remove a weaker card, 100 shells and 1 medal. I think I'm going to get 100 shells and 1 medal regardless. I think I might do the restoration one because I know I'm going to need, right now, I'm 33 out of 38 from the last negotiation I did. I know my negotiation is going to go down with the next one. That'll give me a chance that where I can refill that without having to pay for a refill. I got Hessians coming out the wazoo. It's bad, enough under the best of times keeping up with the tiths. But after the beaching, forget about it. Now I've got 2 Hessians coming around to bother me for tiths, and they aren't comparing notes. One wants it for the church, the other wants it for a beach cleanup operation. You tell one about the other? Yeah, but they tell me to ignore the other and pay them. I'm stuck between them, no way forward that doesn't mean spending my last shill. All right, we can accept the battle. So there's Alta and then Hinders. Alta is corrupt enough to keep the tiths to herself, so it doesn't surprise me the Luminatate doesn't want her paid. Hinders is the just Illuminatate, but they can be scarier than the higher ranks because they got something to prove. I was almost one of those, before I said, hesh no, don't ask me again, and split. You as a Luminare? Now that's a scary thought. Eh, don't waste too much brain power on it. I wouldn't have made the cut even if I tried. Okay, now I can talk to all of these 2 patrons, or I can talk to uh, Morif. He gives me an option to buy cards, buy a drink, which will give me resolve, which I don't necessarily need, or I can go to a room, which usually there's a bar that I can go to a room for. Let's see what this patron has to say. Word is Dano spends her downtime knitting and her uptime hitting. Best to approach her when her hands are empty either way. Mind yourself. We may be in a place of leisure, but I'm Admiralty, which is the Deltrian military force occupying Murder Bay, which is where we're at, Murder Bay. I think we're at Murder Bay. Share a drink with her, and that'll give me 10 resolve. It gives me 60 shills, or I give 60 shills, which I would be most of my money, and she will like me. Um, I do want her to like me, but I don't have the money to float around. A good bartender knows how to mix a drink. The better bartenders know how to mix a fight. A crow knows does both. Look at an Oshu excreted. Oshun is a domesticated giant snail used for food, transport, and entertainment. I bet you need a drink. I can share a drink with him, and he'll like me. Again, I don't want to spend my money just yet. Okay. Render under hash. So the quest said that there are 2 people. There's Henders, who is a Luminite, who have been tearing locals for the populace. And then there's Alta, who is very comfortably ensconced in the cult of the hierarchy. Um, I'm going to talk to Alta first because sometimes that's what happens. You get stopped on the road. You spot a conspicuous tarp on the side of the road. Rookie mistake. Anything worth covering is definitely worth stealing. You lift the tarp for a quick peek and find a mostly empty pile of crates, save for a single glass bottle labeled batch number 16C. So, take the unknown concoction with you. That gives me a card that says Drink this concoction has an unknown effect. Expend, destroy after 5 uses, which gives me empty bottles, by the way. Have a little taste, leave the bottle. As you can see up here in the corner, I have my active objectives too, so I can always see what those are. Let's just take it with me. What do you know? It's my lucky number. You shove the bottle in your bag for later enjoyment and leave. Okay, let's see if we can make it to Alta. Hesh compound is in a word, stuffy. You are stopped by dour-looking luminary. The compound is closed to non-members by order of the bishop. I can bribe him, give him 50 shills, or I can convince him I have urgent business inside. 23 is not too bad. I'll lose a couple, but I think that we're going to try to convince him. Please, I have to talk to Alta. It's urgent cult business. All right. There's my double entendre, but I don't have anything to protect. I don't know what he's going to do to me. So I can do a brag. Oh, 2. Oh, I meant to do the renown first. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Then I could do a bravado. Because I don't know if that's going to get hit. And I want him to go down as fast as I can. It's unfortunate because now the bravado is more. Okay, okay, okay. I still have resolve. What is this going to do? Wrath of Hesh. Targets all opponent arguments each turn for 1 to 2 damage. We want to get that down. That's 4. We need to hit it with 4 resolve. Prayer of Hesh. Add 1 resolve and shield to a friendly argument at the start of Quip's turn. Ooh, we don't want that to happen either. Gross. Okay. I want. Let's hit that hard. Ooh, goody, good, 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 good. I need to hit that because I don't want him to get resolved, but I think I'm going to have to. So I didn't need the extra card because I was out of actions, but I wanted to boost my renown just in case it gets hit. So now it can take a 3 hits, right, before it disappears. Okay, there's that Wrath of Hesh, which I really am not crazy about. I needed to hit that harder. All friendly. Oh, here's that double entendre, which I kind of like. I want this down. Oh, that's not going to be down. Oh no. Apply composure to all friendly arguments equal to the damage. Please let that go down. Yes, cool. Now that should protect me from whatever he's going to do, which is lovely. The resolve always goes away at the end of the combatant's turn. Okay, what did he put out this time? When destroyed, restore 2 resolve for every opponent argument. No, don't like that either. Oh, that gave me 5 resolve. Oh, I'm back at 100. Oh, I like that. What are you doing? Shielded, this argument cannot be attacked. Why is that shielded? I don't like that. Okay, let's apply some composure, especially since I just got a whole bunch of stuff back. Okay, so it destroyed my renown. This is now shielded. I have to get rid of that prayer. Uh, he's not going to hit me, so that's at least nice. And because I got rid of the thing that was putting the shield on, he got hit, which is lovely. You haven't got all day. Well, you kind of do. Okay, so I know I want to get rid of that. Ooh, that hit him hard. I can't hit this, I don't think. No, that's not hittable. That's invulnerable. So I need to get rid of you. He's not going to hit me with anything. So I should hit him. And then I'm just going to apply composure just in case something crazy comes out and he does hit. Yeah, and then if the battle takes too long, like, so I worked a lot on the side stuff instead of focusing on the core argument, you then stop losing XP. So you can't like milk the system for XP. And now I'm pretty sure I can defeat him, so I'm not going to bother with the side arguments. And hey, I ended up better than I was. I was at 33, I came out to 37. I'm okay with that. Negotiation card. Because I've passed these these cards in the past, they get a bonus every time you don't pick them, so that you're more inclined to pick them later. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 random cards from your hand. This is why I don't like that one, even though it's free. It's random, so you got to be willing to give up everything in your hand. You notice I have one person who dislikes me up there. Turnabout, destroy a friendly argument. Apply composure equal to its maximum resolve to all friendly arguments. That's not bad. It's not. What's the one that's free? Spend up to 3 renown, gain dominance equal to the renown spent. I'm gonna take this one. That gets me 30 extra, so now I'm at 105. You better listen close. If you're on official business, you may enter. Great. You're not supposed to be in here. Why does everyone keep saying that? I'm here on behalf of sweet Morif. Ah, yes, the barkeep. A very lucrative parishioner. He won't be if Henders keeps double dipping from his pockets. Ah, yes, the new recruits are always overzealous, but the great beaching has whipped them into a frenzy. Youth will be youth, eh? I'm going to ask about Henders. Why is the cult letting Henders collect tithes? It's not. But with the pilgrims about, it's difficult to keep track of the ledgers. Resources have stretched thin, and some of the initiates are taking advantage of the lack of supervision, not to mention allowing dangerous ideology to incubate and fester. But there's no doubt that the great beaching is a sign, but the ranks are torn asunder trying to interpret its meaning. Enders, in particular, is espousing dangerous ideology bordering on heresy. I'm going to offer to deal with him. Maybe I could do something to help your Hinders problem. Perhaps. If you could convince Pau, cult of Hesh Zealot, to open an investigation, I'm sure she can find something. With their heresy exposed, the cult or hierarchy will have no choice but to act. I meant maybe I could do just hitting them really hard or something. This sounds very dry. You're too strong to attack direct. They're too strong to attack directly. Trust me. This is the only way. Now go. I have shills to count. Alta signals to her security who pushes you out the door. Okay, so I could go talk to Henders now, or I could go talk to Pow. So just because I talked to Alta and asked about how to take care of Hinders doesn't mean I can't double cross Alta and go to Hinders. But I think let's do the Alta way because I don't want to. it's been a while since I played and I don't remember how tough he is. So I'd rather do it this way. You find Pow communing with the beaching. The beaching is a mysterious behemoth has heaved itself from the sea onto the shores of Pearl on the Foam. Believed to be a message from Hesh, the beaching has triggered an influx of pilgrims and opportunists into what was once a controlled and opulent area of Havaria. Lumen is a biofuel harvested from the ocean floor, monopolized by the cult of Hesh and harvest by indentured laborers. You find Pow communing with the beaching, holding tightly to a lumen-drenched piece of ambergris. All right, here, there, Pow. Are you a pilgrim? What brings you to the holiest of places? Well, for one, my parents died here. Or maybe it was a little ways further down. Hard to tell on account of how huge that thing is. Oh, I see. You're one of the Banquad brood, are you? Hesh's will was exerted upon you. Truly a blessing. Oh, yeah. I feel properly blessed. Yeah, my parents were killed. I feel properly blessed. The other thing is Alta sent me to find you. Oh? Convince Paul to investigate Hinders. Alta has reason to think Hinders might be playing fast and loose with the cult's teachings, getting a little too close to the heresy department. Got any thoughts on that? And now we negotiate. I don't have any friendly arguments, so that's not going to be helpful there. I could just straight out bully her. Let's get some renown on the board. Ooh. Actually, I didn't get renown, but that's okay. I I got her from 23 to 16 in one turn. That's not too terrible. Ooh, 15 in one turn. That's definitely not too terrible. Okay, what does this do? It targets all opponents' arguments each turn for 1 to 2 damage. Add 1 resolve and shield. I need to get rid of that guy, because that guy is no good. Gain 2 renown and draw a card. Apply 3 composure. Insert one of those free cards. Hey, that gets me something to attack. I might do that because I really want to get rid of that. And then I still have one action. I want the 2 renown. I know the card's going to do me no good, but I want the 2 renown at least. Okay, so now we've got Wrath of Hesh on all around. I am going to... Oh, I only hit it for 2. That's not good. I'm going to gain 2 renown. Maybe? The renown is going to this deals 1 damage for every 2 stacks to a random opponent argument. I really need to get that up. There are now 3 stacks, but it's got 2 defense, and I'm going to protect it and hopefully see that it does okay. Yes, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. What is this? Restores 2 resolve to every... Ooh, when destroyed. I don't know that I want to destroy it then. I'm just going to say that right now. I can't get that down to 10. But let's see if I can... Well, everything got 1, so there's that. I really do need to get rid of, I think, one of these. So that I'm not getting hit quite as much. I really wish you had attacked that one. That would have been killed this turn, but okay. Come on, 5. 4 is not bad. It's not bad at all. Oh, I'm going to do it. You better listen. Pick a negotiation card. Okay, so we have scapegoat already. That's kind of nice, but I've never used it. So I don't know that I want more of that. Replace all brag cards in your deck with bully cards and add them to your hand. I don't know that that's good. If this card destroys an argument, gain one action and return it to your hand. Okay, that's what I'm going to pick. It has 2 attacks, so I like that. And 2 cards have now, you can see this line here is the cards gaining experience as I use them. And so we have 2 cards that have gained experience enough that they can be upgraded. Destroy means we get rid of the card permanently. Not a big fan of that. Expend, I'm okay with. And as you can see, even though this was the exact same card, I have 2 different options now when I upgrade. So I could do, instead of 1 of 2, it's always 2. Or I can expend for 5, which I like. I like hitting hard even if it's only once. I went by and visited Henders myself, and something felt off. I completely am lying. I couldn't say what it was, but I just really wanted to punch him right in the face. I mean, yes. Is that right? That impulse may very well have been Hesh's will moving through you. No, you don't say. Should I have acted on it then? Yes, for whatever reason, Hesh moves through you. Do not fight it, or you surely will drown in the abyss. For my part, I feel compelled to caution. I would like some evidence of Hender's heresy before I act. Well, I feel compelled to help you with that. Aha, yes, Hesh's power is great. It is so fulfilling submitting oneself to Hesh's will, and seeing the tendrils align. I'll be waiting for the fates to give us our moment. May you soon again walk in the shadows, but for now, may Hesh hold you aloft. All right, now we get to entrap. Wow, that was a long pathway. Surprised I didn't get stopped. You find hinders, deep in training that looks more furious than it is effective. Are you here to bulk up for Hesh? Oh yeah, I want to get ripped for Hesh. Sure. Let's entrap hinders. So that stuff you're saying earlier about the priests being too lazy for Hesh to move. All right, so he's got some devoted. When a faith in Hesh argument is destroyed, this argument restores 2 resolve. Faith in Hesh targets 2 opponent arguments each turn for 2 damage. This will cause 2 resolve. Okay. If this card destroys an argument, like I can't pick on those, so I don't know that I want to use that. I guess we're going to draw 2 resolve and get 2 resolve and apply a composure and get 2 more resolve. So now we have 4 resolve, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, he's got a lot of composure now. Before I use my big boy. Okay, so that's good. I like that. I'm going to use this now. This is going to get this down to 1, but I think that's okay. But he's now at 13. So I will need to protect that a little bit. Or a lot of it. What is this? Faith in Hesh targets 2 opponent arguments each turn for 2 damage. Let's see if we can't get rid of that. Everybody got composure. Ooh, I could take that out for sure. What is getting hit? So it's going to hit that for 1. Yeah, I think I need to safeguard that. more than I need to hit. Because that ended up taking out the thing that I was looking for. So that's great. Hold on. What are you? If this destroys, Smiths lose 15 shills and hinders core argument. Oh, I don't want to destroy that. Thank you. No, thank you. Priest renown. Not increasing renown. There we go. We gain renown. That's going to hit that. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to lose money. Hey, look, I'm going to get to upgrade that card. That's lovely. I'm definitely getting rid of that. That did not go the way I thought it would. But this will definitely kill. And because I destroyed an argument with it, I got it back, which is lovely. And I also got the action back, which is even better. 9. Okay, I need you not to go down if possible. Destroy if and apply. So if I destroy my renown, I will get composure to all. I don't know. I don't know that that's good either. I think it's going away regardless. So let's do nepotism. We'll play this card twice. And then we'll just let it kill my renown. But that's okay. You're down to down to 8. All right. And now I don't get any my cards don't get any additional help or experience. I don't want to lose my additional. I want to keep within 15 because I'm going to get 15 back at the end of this quest chain. Oh, really? Well, now you're going down for sure. Now you're going down for sure. Okay. Whenever you draw this, increase its damage by 2 for the rest of this negotiation. If you have any, oh, I like that. Spend 2 renown, gain 5. We've seen that one. And then this one, obviously, I've passed on a few times. Draw 3 cards and discard 2 renown. I really don't like that. So let's take the Fame. I like that one. We've got a whole bunch of cards that we can upgrade. 3 composure and draw a card. 2 composure to all friendly arguments, please. Renown. So this one hits for 3 regardless. This one we draw a card. I would like it to hit for 3 regardless. This one hits for 5. This one has destroy, so I'm not going to choose that one. So it's going to be this one where it hits for 5 and expends. And then we have the destroy one again, and then hits for 3. So wonderful. And then we earn mana. Can you maybe go into detail? Like, should Hesh be powerful enough to move anybody? Perhaps, or perhaps not. Why send the beast unless it was an attempt to reconnect? Perhaps we've lost our way. Perhaps Hesh only moves a select few, like myself, for instance. Hold your tongue, Hinders, before you say something that only the abyss can swallow. How? It was a test to see if this pilgrim was worthy of our teachings. Perhaps that's true. My gut tells me that only an interrogation will appease my doubts. Rejoice, Hinders, for your chance to prove you are afloat in the currents. How quickly incapacitates Hinders, moving with a speed that leaves the other Illuminates rubbing their eyes. We've done it, Smith. For your sake, we may have hope that this was the only task Hesh had planned for you, but I would be honored if our paths crossed again. Enders hates us. Go figure. So when they hate us, we actually get, and we come across them again, they work against us. So he's going to, at the start of each negotiation, gain 2 invulnerability to your opponent as a Hesh. And he doesn't have, he just needs to be in the same room for that to happen. And Pal loves us, so every time she's in the room, we're going to heal 3 health whenever you win a negotiation. It's not bad. All right, we can leave. And we can now go back to old friends. The clerical error has been corrected, and you should only be paying the regular tithes once again. Can I have next month's off to make up for it? Normally I would allow it, but Hesh is telling me I cannot. Sorry. Smith, thank you for dealing with hinders. As thanks, I'd like to deputize you as a formal tithe collector. You may claim 1 tithe per day to spend however Hesh compels you, of course. Hey, not bad. How does Hesh compel you? Guess we'll see tomorrow, but I kinda think booze will be involved. Thanks for fixing the tithe situation. Kinda wish I could get a refund, but fool on me to wish for anything, huh? I got paid 100 chills, I gained 1 medal, and hey, I can't restore health because I never lost any, but I can resolve. And so now I'm back up to full, which is lovely. And sweet Morph likes me. So now I've got 1 person who loves me, 1 person who uh, likes me. Yeah, it says 0 people like me, but it should be 1 person who likes me, 1 person who dislikes me, and 1 person who hates me, which is about par for the course. All right. And I have 200 money. Sweetmorph looks even more stressed than when you started the day. You can relax, pal. The deed is done. Ready your butt, 'cause this business is about to boom. Really? And you didn't make anyone mad? Mad? What's the problem? Sweetmorph slides a crisp white card across the board. Someone came by asking questions, looking for you. They left directions. Ask about the stranger. Wait a minute, let's take it slow. Did you recognize them? What did they look like? They had their face covered with a hood, but they sounded imperious. Well, that don't narrow it down much. Everyone in the pearls got their heads so far up their own asses, their voice resonates. Well, they were dressed a bit ratty, like a pilgrim. Not many around here who'd stoop to wearing rags. Guess that makes me special. What about the directions? You know where I'm meeting this stranger? Just about. I think there's anything there, though. I don't think there's anything there, though. Nothing memorable, anyway. A back alley deal figures. Maybe you don't have to go. I suppose if I don't, they'll just have to come back here if they want to talk to me so bad. Then I might be able to set up an ambush or something. On the other hand, information is power. And the sooner you go, the sooner you'll have information. Yeah, plus no waiting. I hate waiting. Investigate the offer. Well, we ain't gonna get answers twiddling our eye stalks. I'll go check it out. Yeah, sure, sure. If you come back. I mean, when you come back, I'll hook you up with a room in the back. Is there somewhere I can stock up before walking into this obvious trap? Maybe a place that sells self-defense guides or, I don't know, grenades. Supplies are a bit low right now. What with the pilgrims jamming up trade. But if you need anything, just head to the party store. That place is still in business? And wait, what am I going to do with party supplies stuck up on paper hats? Like most things in the Pearl, it's a front. Ask to see the special reserves. Oh, I get it. Secret hats. Sure. Just don't run up a tab. You might think you have nothing to lose, but they'll find something. Lovely. Now, I could make friends with these two by buying them a drink. And that might be worthwhile, but I'm going to go to the map. Okay. Now a couple things have happened. We now have limited these orange ones come up and they're limited opportunities. So either I do them immediately or they're gone. This is meet the mysterious person. This is the party store. And this is my metal vendor. And I could go here too. Let's look at the special obligation ones. Your friend Pal is in trouble. You have a chance to save her before it's too late, which means if I don't save her, but there's a very good potential that she's going to be dead and we lose our advantage when she's around. Fight Club. You've heard about a pop-up fighting ring around here. Could be a good place to hone your skills. So this would be a place where I could increase one of my cards, but I'm going to go help Pal because I do like her ability and I would really, really hate to lose it this early. You find Pal under Okonomi, another Illuminate, teal, looking one blow away from the worst day of her life. Let's save Pal. You make enough of a racket to draw Okonomi's attention, and Pal looks up at you with wide eyes. Smith, this has nothing to do with you, Grifter. Stay out of it. I'm going to say convince Okonomi, because if we attack, we have a chance of him getting on our hated list. So I'm going to see if I can convince him to leave. I'm afraid it does. See, Pow is my friend. Yeah, you pick him poorly then. He's at 23, so that's not horribly bad. Now, something has happened. We've got a negotiation flourish. This builds up over time and it allows my cards to be even better at their jobs. Well, let's hit you hard because we can. Wow. Dang. Okay, execute the flourish. So now I have 8 resolve, and if you remember, every 2 gains a hit. So it's going to hit him for 4. In one turn, he went from 22 to 2 with some defense. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get all of that defense gone. Hey, look, I think he's negotiated. That was actually pretty cool. I don't have it gave me some health to restore. I didn't do any health. Now I can pick a negotiation card. We're always going to be able to pick a negotiation card. So it's just a matter of do you want one and out of the ones that it gives you. We have scapegoat, Noah guy. Gain 2 renown at the end of your turn. Remove all your renown and apply that much composure to all of your arguments. Classic Smith. Replace all brag cards in your deck with bully cards and add them to your hand. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? It's a little chaotic, but why not? Let me tell you something. You stuff off now and be content with the beating you gave her. Otherwise, fine. But remember this, pal. Remember, I would have killed you without a second thought. Okonomi stalks off into the shadows as you help Pow to her feet. Thanks, Smith. You actually saved my skin there. Least I could do. Come on, let's get you somewhere safe. You take Paul to a shelter, and after dressing her wounds, get her back on the road. And she still loves me, which is the main point of all of that. Okay, let's go to the party store. We've got plenty of money, maybe. You're approached by a wild-eyed member of the cult. You there. Who, me? Yeah, you with the big dumb grin. What are you doing right now to prepare for Hesh's surfacing? I changed my underclothes a week ago. I won't taste too bad. That's not enough. Fortunately for you, Hesh cares not who does the preparing so long as the preparing gets done. We can make up for the difference for you for a nominal tithe. Of course you will. Nominal and non-optional, if you catch my drift. So I can engage in a theological debate, demand money, so I can say, no, you're going to give me, or I can just give him the 10 shills that he's asking for. And normally I would do the debate, but the amount of money is small, and I'd rather get along with the story. And every debate that you do, your resolve has a tendency of going down, which makes you weaker for the next one that you have. Who am I to refuse the whims of Hesh? Really? I mean, yes, exactly right. You watch your hard-earned money walk away. It was 10. If he was asking for like 50, I would have been like, sir, you can stop. You enter the party store, which unsurprisingly looks like it sells party supplies. The proprietor doesn't look too impressed with you, but he's likely used to a finer sort of clientele in the foam. Can I help you? I'm afraid we're not hiring party clowns today. Ask to see the special reserves. I heard you may have a better selection than the window lets on. That true? We have the finest selection in the foam. Finer than some can afford, I might add. You might also add a bit more respect, but that's just a suggestion. Sweet Maurice sent me, told me you'd settle up by letting me see the wares. Sweet Maurice isn't the sort to give favors so freely. How do I know that you're telling being truthful? Ah, convince him. Sweets and me go way back, tail to tadpole. All right, let's see if we can't get him down fast. I don't have. Well, I could have a whole bunch of bully cards. I'm gonna do resound now. And then for my last action, I might just let him hit me. Whenever you draw this, increase its damage by 2 for the rest. Yeah, I'm going to let this go and it'll get cycled back into my deck. So I'm going to do that for now, and that'll help with the hits I'm about to take. What is this? At the start of your turn, double catch penny. When destroyed, lose 1 shilling per stack. Ooh, I don't like that. I would like you. If this card destroys, it will not. I can hit him for 2 more and then hit him for 4. Um, let's put composure on me because I'm the only one that's getting hit. And then let's go ahead and do that. So now he's down to 8. And I need to get my renown up so that that starts. Ooh, that is not good. We're going to brag so that that gets down to 4. That'll get down to 3, but then I don't want those to get hit. He's gonna get hit for 1. Ooh, let's hit him hard. Good, 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 good. I don't lose any of my money. I'm not gonna restore health. I gain metal. Negotiation. Now that card that I keep passing is gonna give me 20 if I get it. Contacts. Gain renown equal to the damage dealt by this card. That's not bad. Apply 3 composure to all. A random fall guy. Apply 3 composure to a random friendly argument and force all enemy intents to that argument. I'm going to take contacts. I think I like that card better. As soon as I heard my buddy was in trouble, you bet I came back to the phone to see him, just see him through. He figures I've dusted my knuckles enough helping him out. Time we upgrade the hardware. What do you say? You gonna cooperate? Not like Morph to let his plights known to just anyone. So I suppose that's legitimate. I'll show you what we have for our more discriminating customers. but for obvious reasons, it's a little easier to show you the best stock after dark. So you'll want to check back often to see what we have. Really? What really? Life's too short to spend it shopping. I dare say it'll be shorter still if you don't keep an edge. Huh, fair enough. All right. We can see Stephen the proprietor, or we can see Plakla the slob. You're surprised to see a spark baron in the foam, but you suppose enough has changed since you left. A baron, huh? Did you did one of you finally earn your way into the upper crust? Money opens doors, and the spark barons increasingly have more to offer. Okay, so now here's where I can buy some graphs, and I can see what they have. I don't have, they're usually really expensive, as you could see, and that 10 shills cost me. So I can get Lumen Relic. If you have 5 renown or more at the start of your turn, draw a card. Okay, that's not terrible. What about the Battle Graft? Two-Fisted. At the start of battle, add 2 empty bottles, so that if I was going the bottles route, that would be a good one to have. And then I could just add more graphs. Hey, folks out there got more graphs than I remember. How do I get on that? I'm a licensed graph surgeon. And then that's going to cost 100 shills, but I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and take this lumen card. So now you can see or this lumen graph, now you can see it's up here for me. And here's my special boons. Yeah. And now I can't buy anything of hers, so I'm done with her. I've been told the real party's going on back here. Indeed. This is the place for the partying. Doesn't look like much. It's just 2 of you and some dusty old crates. I can assure you, we know how to party. Those crates? Full of party. Okay, so here's where I can remove some cards, or I can see what Steven has for sale, which I can't purchase, but then I can buy really powerful cards that I'm not going to necessarily get randomly. Do I want to move? I'm going to stop partying. It's fine. I think I've had enough partying for now. The party will be waiting for you in the back. All right. That's the proprietor. Now we've done some partying. I'm going to go see what the nettle vendor has on my way up there. I don't think I have enough nettle. Hey, I recognize you. You're the one who told me to come here. You can't fool me that easily. I'm not trying to fool anyone. I'm trying to test your metal. So I can spend metal. Let's see what you're selling. Okay, so I do have enough. I have 23. Basic battle cards start with bonus XP. That's kind of nice. Basic negotiations start with XP. Recover resolve after every battle. And I would recover 2 resolve. I'm going to take that. So I like that. And then let's go ahead. And so now that'll happen every time I play Smith, not just this game. Start the game with additional shills. That's kind of nice. Let's increase my maximum resolve though. And then that's all she wrote. I can't do anything more. So now I'm at 39, which is nice. Unlock flourishes. I want to learn something new. I cannot unlock any flourishes, but it's nice to know that I have them. Okay, we're going to stop shopping. Oh, I'm going to leave now. You're creeping me out. I'm here every night. Wonderful. You figure you'd found the right place when you see the Luminare. You always did have a knack for escalating the drama. You're the one asking for me at the hideaway. I am. Though from what I hear, I won't be too long before you're often asked for. Uh-huh. I figure you got about 5 minutes before the intrigue wears off and I get bored. So what do you want? I reckon I'm about 10 years late on my cult dues, but you have better luck wringing brine from a stone. Luminaries aren't tax collectors. My name is Te Utaro, and I'm here to propose a partnership. Ask about. Look, bud, I'm flattered and all, but I get that I'm a real catch. But I'm not the marrying type, you know? And I suppose you never will be, now that you've been disowned. No title, no inheritance, and a broodling flung from the reef. Never been negged before. Feels kind of bad, actually. I meant a business arrangement, Ben Quad. One that sees you restore to your former glory. That sounds pretty underhanded for a Luminari. Actually, I got questions. Naturally. Ask about the partnership. What would a Luminari need with someone like me? Ain't you got the license to do whatever it is the cult wants you doing? Luminaries are the right hand of the cult, it's true, but occasionally we are also the left. The beaching has introduced the cult to interesting times. There's blood in the water and the sharks are making their move. There's corruption in the cult. Well, duh. And I'm seeking to purge it covertly. I need someone who can act as my agent. Someone no one would believe is an agent of the cult. Ah, the silt settles. Ask about the beaching. So, that bloated biomass on the beach, the one that killed my folks. A message from Hess, no doubt. The creature's vein run rich with lumen. But what the message means has stirred a dangerous current in the cult's ranks. If we don't act, that current becomes a vortex, and vortices tend to drag everything down. You really don't think my parents were chosen, do you? Sure, they were Hessians, but only 'cause the neighbors were. Not sure what to believe. Till Hesh intentions are known, I can only go where the water sends me. All right, let's accept the job. So doing this will get me back my inheritance? I can't guarantee, but I do know that whatever happened to you was masterminded by Villamaxi, who is my lovely, lovely relative. Uproot Villamaxi and its fertile soil underneath. I get it. Seems like we're in business, Luminari. I was confident that would be the case. The cult's been recruiting heavily since the Great Beaching. Too heavily, if you ask me. Some of these new recruits are more motivated by fear of their own hunger than out of good, honest fear of Hesh. I have noticed the overall quality of goons has dropped since the last time I was in town. Indeed, there's a pair of recruits that are on my radar for all the wrong reasons. I want you to see if these new fishes really know how to swim. Go pull the recruits out of whatever hole they've crawled into and take them to the beach. There are reports of krill coming ashore, mysterious sea beasts born from and drawn to Lumen. That's what krill are. If they can survive the battle, they deserve to stay. Why would they listen to me? It's their sacred duty to return threats to the sea. That should be enough. I don't know, tell them I sent you. Or threaten them with physical violence. You're supposed to be good at these things. All right. All right. So that's the metal vendor. That's the party store. That's our friends. Test of faith. You enter the dining room and are confronted with an angry scene. I am a representative of the almighty Hesh. I don't care who you represent. You're not going anywhere without paying. Aloe returns to her meal. Damn cultists. What do you want, Grifter? I've got enough riffraff taking up space here already. Ask about Callow. What's your beef with Callow? She's a freeloader. Ordered the most expensive dish on the house and now refuses to pay. Says it's my religious duty to feed the faithful. These cultists are worse than grifters. Grifters are a name of factionless settler, explorer, or opportunist who hails from the Havarian Griftlands. So we can convince him to donate the food, Or we can give him 20 shills just to pay the meal. Let's talk to her first. How might be a service grifter? Ah, as if. I'm eating here, don't bug me. Force Callow to leave. She'll not like me, which will make it harder for me to get her to where I need her to go. Convince Callow to pay up. Talk to Kalogi. Let's pay her meal. I'll cover the cost. Really? Why would you do that? Not that I'm complaining, of course. I suppose I just have a generous heart. Whatever. Do me a favor and get that no good Nick out of here. Kogi returns to cooking. So what's your angle anyway? Sarah sent me to collect you. You're on beach duty. Beach duty? Well, at least my last meal was a good one. Carlo joins you. That was pretty easy and I didn't have to negotiate. And we're gonna see how this all goes. You find the second ruse carousing at Sweet's Morph's bar. Another round, barkeeper. You insist. Ask Loke what she's doing. Might as well. What's going on here? What does it look like? I'm getting hammered. Is it a religious thing? Sure. Tell Loke you're coming with. Te Ataro sent me. You have beach duty. Beach duty? In this state? Ha! I'd rather not, thanks. I could challenge her to a drinking contest, which would make me inebriated, which I don't really want. Or I could just threaten her and make her come with me. Either way, if I threaten or if I force her, I'm going to threaten. This happens to be my territory, Heshi. You do well to listen to what I have to say here. She's not going to like me either way. Hesh will support the right endeavor. I want to be served in my bar. All right. Drunk. When destroyed, remove a random intent from Loke. Well, I could do that. Can I? What is this? Add 2 resolve and 2 composure to a friendly argument at the start. I'm going to get rid of this and hope that it gets rid of that maybe. Nope, it didn't. That's unfortunate. I don't really. This is going to get played onto her regardless. Let's gain 2 renown. And let's hit her hard and see how that works out for us. All right. Apply composure to all friendly targets. Oh, that worked out so nice. So nice. Then we'll hit her one more time. We'll see how that works out for us. She has 1 health, and she's gonna come. We didn't lose any health. We gained metal. What is the card we want? Apply 3 composure, 3 renowned, and 3 bonus. Apply 3 bonus. I'm gonna take this one. It gets me a little money too. Fine, let's go. It's done drinking anyway. Sure you were. You've gained a reluctant follower. Let's take them to their destination. You find the spot Te Ataro told you about. I don't see any. Attack the monsters! And we found some krill. Don't just stand there. All right, and these are always really beefy guys. Krill will panic after 80. Okay. So we got to get him to 20 health, basically, and then they might panic and we can resolve without getting killed. But let's see how this is all going to work. I am not going to get hit this turn. I have one Moxie. When Smith takes damage on his turn, his Moxie increases by a random amount between 1 and 0, 1 and 2. At the end of his turn, Smith will heal equal to the amount of Moxie he has. After healing, his Moxie is halved down to a minimum. So I could give them defense. They're thinking though. I really feel like I shouldn't, but we're gonna do it anyway. I'll take 3 damage just so that we get a hit in. Now they've got a lot of defense, so I don't have to worry maybe so much. He's gonna hit me for 10. That is. Ooh, there's that unknown concoction. Sure. I get an empty bottle. Your next card is played twice, but with a random target. Eey. I don't want to. Oh, do I want to gain 3 damage? I'm going to do this. Apply 1 trauma. Expend 1 empty bottle card from your deck to play this, which I have 1, so that's good. And apply 1 wound. And then trauma. Whenever owner is attacked, increase trauma by 1. At 10 stacks, owner gains traumatized and loses trauma. And then the damage is doubled. All right, let's try it. I mean, I guess let's try both, right? So now he's got that trauma on there. Now we've expended that bottle. So that's not too bad. I still have an action though. Alleviate, recover health up to the amount you have lost this turn. I haven't lost any this turn. And apply 3 defense. That's what I'm going to do. That gave me 3 defense. Now I'm back up to full health, though I took a little bit of a hit. It's fine. He's going to try. A heal is being applied by the krill. I don't like that. Improvise a card from a pool of special cards. I think I want to take a bottle just in case I need it. Take 2 damage and expend. Apply an empty bottle. Expend a bottle from your card and apply 2 trauma. Ooh, I do want that. Because he needs 10 trauma for that to be a lot of damage. I'm not going to get hit this turn. But I think we just need to get him down as fast as we can. And hope and pray. He's down to 44. All right. That's enough to get him to flee. I am going to give her some defense. She's going to take a hit regardless. And then let's do the hammer throw. That gets him trauma again. Okay. And then he flees. And we win! We're going to restore resolve, which is almost full. Main metal, and then we pick a battle card. Discard up to 2 cards, gain 3 defense per card discarded. Drink 2, draw a card. That gets us empty bottles, which now we can see what the empty bottles do. Increase your Moxie by 1 this turn. Alleviate 2 health. Chain. Increase your Moxie. Okay, so I kind of like the Moxie one. Let's take that. The last of the monster's blood falls into the surf. That wasn't so bad, was it? This was supposed to be an easy gig. You really thought that? Well, yeah. The people call me gullible. Anyway, enjoy your life of faith and violence. Callow stares out over the water, pondering the choices that have led her to this moment. All right. Collect Tiff. Pay up for Hesh. I don't mind getting 60 money from her. That works for me. Let's do some of that. Let's do the clout. That gets her down some. And then we don't really need it. But I'm going to apply composure. Can I make it? That would be 5. That would be 8, 9, 10. That'd be 10. So not quite. So I could just get rid of you. Add 1 resolve and shield. I don't really like you. This card, it won't destroy an argument. But she's not going to hurt me either. She's not going to hurt me either. Okay. Gain renown equal to the card dealt. Hey, 3 renown, not too bad. Apply composure, renowned 3, apply 3 bonus composure. That's not terrible. Oh, or maybe I can just, oh, so close. There we go. Restore 3 health. Hey, that's not bad. Pick a negotiation card. I don't really like any of these. We'll take the renown one. Again. Okay, cool. I got money. I'm happy to report that both of your flunkies have survived the test. Really, that's surprising. I hope you didn't help them too much. I tend to not help people out for free. Indeed, speaking of such, here's your pay. You get paid 100 chills. Now I got plenty of money and a medal. And I get to pick a graft. Okay. I don't have any pets yet, so I don't want to bank on having pets. At the start of each negotiation, gain 3 renown. I kind of like that one. Gain 6 max resolve. That would bring me up a lot higher, but I'm going to do the negotiation. And then I only have 1 spot left for my negotiation graphs. Okay. She likes me. She really likes me. Okay, let's go see what our buddy's doing as soon as I'm done with this guy. I won't tell you again, Grump. Oh, hey, Cobb. Cobb doesn't like me. Does he hate me? No, he just doesn't like me. Got it. I won't tell you again, Grump. Grump is a civilian Onshu wrangler. Move that Onshu or I'll have to tow it straight to the noodle shop. I'm trying. She's just anxious. Never seen this many people on the road before. Give me a second to calm her down and we'll get out of your way. You've had more than enough seconds. I'm calling the butcher. Ask Cobb what's going on. Ask Grump what's going on. He already doesn't like me. I can at least make Grump a ally. What's the holdup, huh? I got places to be. Ah, hesh, it's my Onshu Higgs. She won't come out of her shell and it's causing a jam. Yeah, once the butcher gets here, that Onshu's gonna become jam. Huh. I mean, we're gonna kill it. and move it out of the way. Weird threat, but okay. The opponent has +5 resolve because they're stubborn, and then Cobb will obviously not help me out. Or I can attack the Anshu, which Grump will dislike me. So I'm trying to get Grump on my side. Yay, like that. And so now, let's see. I could apply 3 renown and 3 composure. Hold on, what is this one? Gain 1 composure at the beginning of each turn. Damage spills over this argument first. I think we're gonna give him some renown. We're gonna hit that for 7. And just so that I don't get too hurt yet. All right. Come on, guy. Equal. All right, all right. That's going to get 1 hit. I'm not concerned about that. This will get 4 or 3, so it'll still be viable. Spend 2 renown. I have 6, okay. And apply 5 composure. Really don't want to do that right now. Let's just do this. It's fine. I'll have those later. This can go easy or it can go hard. What is that? All hostility cards deal 1 less. Whenever you play a hostility card, this deals 2 damage to a random argument. How about no? Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's gonna kill that, so I gotta defend that for sure. Apply 3 renown. Ay. We gotta get rid of that. Destroy a friendly argument and apply composure to all. Let's do the clout. What do you mean this? Oh, because he's got a shield. I don't. We're going to apply 2 to everything. It's going to be a waste, but he was shielded, so I couldn't do really anything to him. Draw 1 less card. This card destroys an argument. It's not going to destroy an argument, unfortunately. I'm going to put 3. That's going to be defended. We're going to be down to 3. I just need 1 hit. Well, now 2. Or not. Or not. Cover 3 health. Metal. Choose a negotiation card. Goon. Create. At the start of your turn, apply 2 composure to this argument. Interesting. Or quip. Gain. Whenever your core argument is attacked, deal 3 damage to a random target. Sure, let's take that one. Why not? Just move to the side there, and then you can hunker right back down again from one layabout to another, huh? You seem to have made a connection with the Anshu, who emerges fully from its shell and moves off to the side of the road. Good Anshu, Higgs. Thank Hesh. And thank you, Smith. You certainly have a way with the snails, huh? Here for your troubles and for saving my Higgs. Grump hands you 40 shills. I'm okay with that. The one guy still dislikes me, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. When you come back to the bar, When you come back, the bar is empty, save for a table occupied by the kind of rowdy miscreants you generally enjoy. Not tonight, though. Too much on your mind. But the good pal that you are, you still notice sweet Morif seems distracted. Hey, sweets, ain't you got no love for your old friend and savior? No, it's just we got customers. You're welcome. Right, but they're causing trouble. See that big lug over there? Sweet Morph directs your attention to the table, not that you'd need help finding the only people in the joint. Really less of a customer and more of a parasite. They've scared off all the other clientele. And I don't have a bouncer to deal with the riffraff. Fortunately for you, you got riffraff fit to make someone bounce. Let me handle it. Wait, please don't break anything. And don't kill anyone. You hear the request and you tell yourself you'll seriously consider it. You approach the close knit group surrounding a mountain of empty and broken glasses. These folks are familiar, the kind of bar slugs you find across Havaria. Most of them seem the sort that would melt under an open tab or a closed fist, whichever way you want. But for one, liquor has put a soft, buttery glaze in his eyes, and it's only a marinade for a meat to tend to rend. Hey fellas, you looking to add to your company? Seems awfully lonely in here, just you lot and nobody else. That's by design. We're not in the mood for socializing. So scram or get scrambled. Ask about the group. No socializing, but there's so many of you. There's got to be some special occasion that's bringing you out to the hideaway. Or, oh, you got sorrows to drown. These fellows your emotional support. The boss's birthday if you have to know. No, it ain't. And no, he don't. Now I know you heard me the first time, pal. But since I'm feeling charitable, I'll say it one more time. Go away. Undermined Brute's cultivated air. Sucker punch Brute. Let's undermine. You must take a lot of work getting your voice to grumble like that. What? Come on. Tell me you don't practice your tough look in the mirror, in front of a mirror as you brush your teeth. Show you what he knows. The boss don't even brush his teeth. Yes, I do. I guess that explains the aroma. I'll vouch for Smith. Thank goodness. Thank goodness someone. Okay, so he's got a shield on him. I got to figure out where that shield's coming from. Dockhand will support Brute in battle. Destroy this argument to undermine that. So I'm going to be battling him regardless, it looks like. So if I destroy these two, I'll at least not have them to deal with. Heavy labor. Okay, so Brute gains 1 impatience when destroyed. Okay. I can definitely destroy one of those right now. So I probably should. I got your number, boss. What do you know? He's got your number. All right, and then I have one more. I can then. This is going to go away if I don't do something, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get some defense for myself. When destroyed, remove a random intent from Brute. Oh, well, I think we can do that. I kind of want his friends gone, though. You know what I mean? I think this grifter's tougher than you. Fool, who needs you anyway? You might need me. I'm going to take the hits unless I have something. Yeah, I'm going to take the hits because I like the influence. It helps me with some of my green cards. But I've gotten rid of a couple of people now. At the start of Brute's turn, remove this argument and apply 6 composure to. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to. Ooh, so I can get rid of his other supporter right now. Let's, oh, that was not great. What is this? Oh, this is my renown. Who's hitting that? 7 damage from Brute. That's gonna be tough. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I have one more action, but I'm gonna gain 8 renown. And then I'm gonna watch it burn is what I'm gonna do. Because I can't really do anything else. I mean, it's gonna at least hit for 5, so that's not too bad. Unfortunately, they all now buffed up like nobody's business. So that's terrible. Oh, man. We're gonna do that. Because my core is gonna get tacked, so I might as well not die. Yeah. He's gonna get one friend. Maybe. Ooh, I might be able to get him. Oh, things might have just turned my way. Okay, let's do that. Now his other ally is gone, and I'm done negotiating. But it'll just be him when I fight him. Is that all you got, smart guy? The goons that were flagging return to Brute's side. Stand back, guys. I'll teach this grifter a lesson. All right. Brute's goons surround the fight, laughing and jeering and blocking all escape routes. But at least it's now just him. And he's 85. And then apparently one of the people that dislikes me was in here. So that's great. I don't want to. What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna hit him. And I'm gonna hit him again. And then do I want to risk take? I'm gonna take the 3 damage because I want to get him moving in the right direction as fast as possible. Because if he kills me, that'll be bad. Singled out. Bruiser Brute's next attack against you will deal 8 bonus damage. Remove 3 singled out whenever you play a maneuver card. Unknown, your next card is played twice, but with a random target. That's fine. I'm going to take the empty bottle. Increase your moxie by 1 this turn. Alleviate 2 health. Alleviate recovers health that I've lost this turn. He's going to hit me really, really hard. So that's going to block one of them. And then I'll take like 9 damage. So let's take 6 damage instead. And then I gained 1, so there was that. And then expend a bottle and apply 1 wound, I think is what I want to do. But I'll do the trauma. The trauma seems to work really effectively when I can get it on there. Fervor power. Ah, this is going to be very bad. Let's do alleviate and defense. He's kicking my butt. Quite a bit, by the way. He's going to hit me for 19. That's not good. I just have to start hitting him. or else he's gonna whittle me down. He's only hitting me for 2. Only hitting me for 2. Interesting. I'm gonna meditate. That'll help heal me a bit. I'm gonna bash. And then we're gonna see how this goes. He still has 2 defense. Okay. What am I gonna get hit with? I'm gonna meditate again. I'm gonna hit him for 6. And then we're gonna have to take some defense and hope for the best. I can heal 4 health. Ooh, I need to do that. So I'm not dead. Because that would be terrible. I can't do the drop kick because that will kill me. I don't want to draw a card because it's not going to matter. Oh my goodness. I am going to take 3 damage there. Ooh, he evaded. I don't like that. Increase your moxie by 3. Trigger your moxie chain. So that gave me a whole bunch of healing. Alleviate and apply 3 damage. That's going to help. That means I'll only take 1 damage. All right. This is, I mean, I'm healing. It's kind of an interesting go what I'm doing. Let's apply some trauma, please. Thank you. Let's alleviate and apply some defense. Slowly going up, which is kind of crazy to say, but it's going to be a very long, slow battle at this point. And just when I thought he was going to beat me really, really quickly, I mean, he still might, but not quickly. I have 34 health now. Oh, now I have 40 health. Holy moly. I want to make that trauma go up. Got 5 stacks. I need him at 10. I'm going to do the drop kick because I need to get rid of that defend. So I do him damage. 10. Oh my goodness. Let's trigger my chain. Get me back up a little bit. Let's hit him. I'm never hitting him hard enough is the problem. But he is taking damage every now and then, so there's good at least. Okay, that got that down to 4. I could heal. Let's do my moxie. That gets him down to 1. Increase your moxie by 3. That gets me some healing. I don't need to draw a card when at the end of my turn. At some point, I'm going to stop getting any sort of let's see if I can't just beat the heck out of him for a little bit. I know that's going to hurt me longer, but now he's definitely closer to his 28, where that's going to be a problem for him. Okay, let's increase my moxie. See if we can't get... I think I'm dead. I swung big, and now I'm dead. Oh, hey, look. Let's do flourish. Yeah. Why not? Not enough health. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get health. Okay. I got 6 health. I can now execute my flourish. I took a drink. I hit him with said drink. If I hit him with 4, I'm almost getting there. Improvised from a special pool. Yeah, why not? Drink, draw 2 cards. Drink, gain 1 power. Expend 1 empty bottle and imply impair. Attack damage by this target is reduced by 33%, 100%. I like that. I like that a lot. I have 10 moxie. That gave me 12. That took me to 12 health. Holy moly mackerel. Okay, so I could take 3 damage here. I think I just have to attack. I don't think I'm gonna get out of this at all. I think this is the end, my friends. Oh, somehow it wasn't the end. That's crazy. I guess I'm applying a whole bunch of defense to myself because I didn't have any cards there. Nope, there's the end. There was a lot of times there I was like, oh my goodness. And with that, game over. This is how far at the bottom, real quick, it went very fast, but that's how far I got in the story. So there's still plenty of story to main story to work on. But with that, thank you all for my little side quest into um, Griftlands. I really enjoy this game. It's one of those games like if I wanted to just see how far I can get, I play this every now and then. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you all later. Bye.